What's up, Synthaholics? I'm Stephen Learson, and welcome to another edition of Synthesizer Show and Tell. Each episode features one instrument from my collection, where I share some tips and tricks and make some original music highlighting the features of the instrument. Today's episode features a relic from the past. Take a gander at the Korg Delta. Produced from 1979 to 84, the Korg Delta is a polyphonic synthesizer and string machine all wrapped up in one. It's super heavy, built like a tank, and it kind of just has its own unique sound. There aren't many other synths that I've heard that sound like the Delta. So, there are two sections. There's the synth section and the string section, and both have separate mono outputs as well as a master output. Supposedly, the Delta is fully polyphonic, so let's test this by using my patented polyphonic testing apparatus. It's a piece of wood. So you can play all the keys at one time, but there's only one envelope filter. You can set it to two trigger modes, single and multi. Single mode will cause the filter to open only on the first note you strike in a series of notes. And multi-mode will cause the filter to open on every single key that you strike. The synth section is based on a square wave. At the top, there are volume faders for 4 different octaves, as well as a white noise fader. Next to that is the ADSR filter, the ADSR filter, and switches for the filter and trigger modes. And down at the bottom, we have the cutoff frequency slider, which is sideways for some reason. Next to that, we have a resonance knob, an envelope generator knob, a filter mode switch, and a keyboard follower on-off switch. Sorry, Nick. The answer's no. But the Delta does make up for it with some really awesome sounding analog oscillators. And here's just an example with just the lowest oscillator all the way up. So it's just a square wave, but if you position the sliders in kind of like a staircase fashion, then you can get something resembling a sawtooth. Moving on to the filter, which has a really unique sound, and turning up the resonance leaves you with a lot of low end, so this synth is great for bass. If you flip the bandpass switch, you can get some real mean bass sounds. So I flicked the octave switch up, and then I got these kind of fluty lead tones. Let's check out the string section. Starting at the top, the string section has an octave balance knob. Next to that are attack and release knobs. And down on the bottom is a trigger mode switch. And finally, there are low and high equalizers. The strings are not too inspiring. For me. But if you throw them into my double-decker pedal board and turn on some overdrive, some delay, some chorus, and some reverb, you can get something you can use. So there are some sounds you can make with the Korg Delta. The string section, not really my thing, but the synth section is totally my thing. I mean, it sounds awesome. And considering that this synth is 40 years old, I mean, it really runs like a dream. It's not noisy. The pots aren't scratchy. Not all the keys work. I mean, they really built that thing to last. Anyway, I hope you like the track. My wife, Michelle, has been writing poetry a lot lately, and I took her poem titled Wedding Day and I put all this music to it. So shout out to Mrs. Learson. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, ring that notification bell. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll be back every Monday with some freaky, geeky, heavy synth music. All right, we'll see ya.